Next, number 22, Clemson at 8-4 versus Kentucky 7-5. And here's another tax one, TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, Friday, December the 29th at noon on ESPN from Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. It appears as if Clemson's got some defensive players sitting out here. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot of game notes for this one. Matt, what is your prediction for the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl?
First off, before we get to my pick, I just want to point out that Kentucky, you're going to love this stat. Kentucky has a winning record against Clemson. They're 8-5 against Clemson.
Oh.
Okay.
And I was unaware that those two had ever played before, and I was kind of curious what that looked like. So yeah, the last time they met was 2009. So it's been a hot minute. Rich Brooks was the Kentucky head coach, to tell you how long that's been. That being said, I kind of like Clemson in this one. Clemson's won 4 straight. You know, they're in a situation where they've got wins over Carolina, both South Carolina and North Carolina. They got a win over Notre Dame. I like the Tigers' chances a little bit better than Kentucky's. Kentucky struggled against Alabama, obviously, and then ended up losing to South Carolina as well. So by the transitive property of college football, Clemson's going to win this thing 28-24.
Which always works, right?
Every time. It's infallible.
All right. Yeah, so like I said, Clemson's got some defensive players sitting out. I think that's going to open things up for Ray Davis, and then as a result, Leary. And I think Kentucky's going to be able to do just enough on offense. I wouldn't say this is a confident pick, but because of the way Kentucky's played this year, I'm going to go Kentucky Wildcats 24-20 here. Jesse?
I have not looked this up, but I imagine Clemson, just because of the kind of talent that they typically produce, may have some gentlemen sitting out. Other than, what we've seen so far on the defensive side, there could be some offensive gents that come and decide they are not in the Christmas spirit and want to sit out, or visited of 3 ghosts of, NFL payouts future. Who could say? But I think I'm going to pick Kentucky in this one. I think it's going to be a close one, but I'm interested to see this matchup. I think this will be a really good game to watch. So I'm going to pick the Wildcats 28-27.
Matt, I've watched your face as both of us have made our picks for Kentucky. What are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
I'm trying to figure out if y'all are just trying to be contrarian to be funny or what it is. But guys, look at who Clemson's played and look at who Kentucky's played. Again, it's all about the transitive property. They lost to Carolina. Clemson beat Carolina. It's obvious. It's
obvious. It's not about matchups at all. It's just
no. It's all about the transitive property of college football. We've been through this a million times. I don't know why y'all are being contrarian about
right.